Katie here, and welcome to my channel. Hey, I hope that you're doing well today. I am doing all right. I know I committed to an everyday vlog type deal, but this video has been brewing in my mind since like the first week of October. So we're gonna be cooking some Halloween food things. I'm pretty excited. There's one that's kind of extremely spicy. Also, this lighting. Always this lighting. But that, I guess, is beside the point. So, but there's gonna be 3 delicious things I'm going to be making today. So the first is spiderweb noodles. I don't quite know what to call it quite yet. But I'm gonna go with spiderweb noodles, and then some moldy green beans, and finger dogs. That's what we're making today. So for the spiderweb noodles, I'm using some no yolks, extra broad noodles. You're gonna need some cheese, maybe some assaggio. I'm using Italian cheese blend. It's got a nice assortment, mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, romano, fontina, and assaggio in this. And then you're also going to need a red pepper of some sort. I'm using a scorpion pepper because that's what I have. I can see it being made with like a red bell pepper if you dice it up small enough, but they're like the spider eyes or like the spider, I don't know. For the moldy green beans, we're going to be using French cut green beans, some lemon pepper, some regular lemon, because it turns out lemon pepper is mostly salt, in my opinion, and some cottage cheese. For the finger dogs, I'm using some hot dogs. You're gonna need some bread. Hot dog buns aren't going to work, I don't think, but like rolls will work. And then some ketchup. So I think how we're gonna start this is I'm going to cook the hot dogs, and I'm gonna use that water to cook the noodles. We'll do the hot dog first, and yeah, delicious. So this lighting is so bad. Spooky though, yeah? If you don't know how to cook hot dogs, I'm just filling a pot up with some water, and because I'm doing noodles, I'm doing more water. Put it on the stove to boil, and then we're gonna put the hot dogs in it for about, what, 5 minutes or something? I don't know, to cook. Are there even instructions? Yeah, 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, cool. I put hot pepper salt, more on that later in there, and it's really gets in the nostrils when you boil it. Hot dogs are done. Yay! I'm gonna just place them on a plate. Okay, so I did 3 just cause hot dogs. 1 for now, 1 for later, 1 for a snack. So we have the hot dog infused water, and this lighting is seriously ridiculous. This seems a little better. It seems whitewashed, but that's okay. I'm going to put, this is probably about like what, 2 cups, 3 cups maybe of some egg noodles in there. Chef's kiss. I have some Kraft macaroni and cheese spirals, and I already used the cheese out of it in my ramen, so they're going in too. Okay, so while the hot dogs are cooling down and this is cooking, and I would say just cook it to like your preference, we're going to don some gloves, get a plastic cutting board, and cut a hot pepper. So yeah. So two things. I got water in my gloves. It's not the most comfortable thing, but this already has a hole in it, right on the knuckle right there. So I just went ahead and did it to both. They're really loose anyways. Second, I bought this soap because I like the look of it. It was nice and spooky and cute. And oh my gosh, does it smell like man? And it is delicious. Alright, can you see? Can you see? I hope you can see. So I'm wearing gloves because these peppers are extremely spicy. I'm leaving the seeds in. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just like, I'm dicing them, so doing, I don't know technical terms, a julienne, I guess, cut, very thin. Oh, I need to cut the top off. Ah! Hot pepper everywhere, that's not a good idea. So nice, thin strips. You guys, it smells so good. I love the smell of hot peppers. Like, it's smoky and kind of sweet in this particular case. I know it's basically deadly though, but oh, so good. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do equal sized little cuts to do the dice. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a nice once over or twice over just to make sure there's no large pieces. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like, this is, used to be full, but this is just salt. It's salt with hot peppers in it, and let me tell you what, I cook with this all the time, and I'm just gonna put that knife residualness in there. And since I don't feel like dying tonight, I'm gonna put a little bit more. But I'd say this is probably a good, I don't know, teaspoon of hot pepper. Maybe a scant version of a tablespoon, which is much larger than a teaspoon. But hey, voila. And then for the salt, you just put it in salt and cut it up and shake it. It's gonna dehydrate the pepper, so the salt's gonna get kind of wet. And I do need to add more salt to this eventually. But see how that's sticking and stuff right there? That's kind of what you want. Alright, for the hot dogs. I am going to use, oh, my paring knife is dirty. This one will do. It's basically a paring knife. What you're gonna want to do is cut a little fingernail into this. Make it look like, you know, a finger. And you don't need to make the whole thing look like a finger. This is gonna look like a toe. Tell me that doesn't look like a toe. You know, and you can do like some diagonal cuts. Maybe just like peel the skin off. Hi Jelly, don't eat those hot peppers. The whole thing isn't going to be showing and stuff. So you have that. Now, if you want to, you can take like part of the onion. This one is like what, a shallot or something, and peel off one of the layers and make a fingernail for it. If you were using the red pepper, you could just use a red pepper. It could be a painted witch fingernail. But I'm just cutting a piece off. Oh, it's even thinner than I thought it was gonna be. That's beautiful, beautiful. Gonna make a little incision right here. Just might as well shape it while I'm here, yeah. Cute. And you can just insert that in there. Voila! We have a witch finger. My pasta is done. So I'm gonna move this over. We're gonna quickly do that because it is time sensitive. Okay, so there's nothing magic about this. I'm just draining it. I almost want to keep some of the water for something, but I don't know what I'd use it for. But into that same pot, we're gonna go ahead and take the green peppers, open it, and dump it in there. I am a little sad I didn't leave some of the juice because I could have used a smaller pan for this, but I didn't. So I'm just adding a tablespoon of water in there. Hot pasta into the bowl. So this doesn't need rinsed or anything. You want it hot. That way it melts the cheese. But you're gonna go ahead, slap in some of the peppers, any spices you want. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put some pepper, a little bit of garlic because I love me some garlic. Might as well do some onion powder. I'm keeping it basic. And then you're gonna sprinkle that cheese in there. It's a little clumpy. This bag, I used about half of it. It's an 8-ounce bag, so we might use a little bit more. But you stir that in. And as the cheese melts, you'll see it starts making the spider webs. Ooh. So we got that going. And that is spider web surprise. And yeah, you see how nice and stringy it gets? That's, those are the spider webs. And then it's got the spooky red dots in it. Ooh, Halloween. Cute stuff. Okay, back to the hot dogs. No! I thought I was recording, which is confusing because that means I was probably not recording something before. Or I was recording something before and I didn't know I was recording. Alright, okay, I've got to do the thing again. What you gonna do, you gotta take a piece of bread. I'm using a loaf, so I have to cut it up. Good old loaf right here. But you're gonna go ahead and cut about a bun's size, like a hot dog bun size, right? And you're gonna cut off the tip of it. Snack for later. And then with this piece of bread, you're gonna take another knife or the same knife. You know, I don't know the size of your knives. You're gonna want to make a hole. You're gonna insert it like not quite to the bun, the end of the bun, like about ½ an inch. And you're gonna do a cross pattern in there. And go ahead, do your snickering. You're gonna go stick your finger in there, make a good hole, right? So now you have a hole in your bread. And in that hole, you're gonna put some ketchup. And this is gonna act like the blood. And you can like tap it in there. Just depends how much ketchup you want, really. I'd say the goal is kind of to just have it bleed out because it is the blood. Who in the world's driving out there? And then you just insert your hot dog. Now just imagine this was a finger in your bread, just sticking out of your bread. Finger dog. So yeah, this is green beans. They're drained from off the stove. They're hot. They have pepper and lemon pepper in them. And I have to turn my TV off. So we're recording. I'm glad I didn't make it yet. I'm gonna add probably about ½ a cup cottage cheese. Delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this together. And yeah, I promise it tastes good. It just looks kind of gross. Which is the point. I'm gonna go in with some cumin on top of that. I think some garlic would be good in it too. We're just gonna add that onto the plate. Right on the side. Cute. Cute. Very bland looking. Oh man. Here's my dish. I did end up forgetting one ingredient in the noodles. Okay, so ramen seasoning packet. Let me tell you what, or just some salt. It needs it. It needs it. But I put some salt, a pinch of salt on it, some cumin. We got the moldy green beans. We've got the bloody hot dog finger. It's kind of gross looking, right? I'm just gonna go for it. Tastes like a hot dog. They're good. Those are some good hot dogs. I usually get Gwaltney. Next, I'm gonna go in so that I can still taste it with this green bean concoction. Looks plain, tastes flavorful. I'm glad I went with the lemon pepper. Really, why on my hair? Do I look like a mad scientist or nah? Because my middle school teacher always said, you're not a mad scientist unless you have crazy hair. And I have that. Whatever. They're good. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go mix it in a little bit because of the salt. It smells like cumin. Now when it cools down, the strings, they do stop working, so I would plate this while it's still hot. It definitely surprises you with the heat. It starts off mild at first, but definitely needs more salt. This is my spooky, scary skeleton Halloween mashup. Cheers. Love you. Bye. I would say, if you're working with hot peppers, be extremely careful. I'm pretty sure the spice got through the gloves, and then I went to wipe my nose, and it's red. Like you see, very spicy. Very good. Very, very spicy.